today we are going to create an Apple Watch animation with cinematic lighting. So let's get started. I already have this Apple Watch model that I created about a year ago, but you guys can import any model from Sketchfab. This tutorial will be split into two parts. First we'll set up the animation and then we'll work on the lighting. So this one is our first animation. So I'm going to select this circle and scale it down a bit, something like this will be good, or Z rotation, and scale this one something like this is going to be good, I think. And I'm gonna select this camera and go to constraints and add a track to constraint and select object will be, I think, this button, this rotating wheel of our watch. GC, move something like this, and let me see how it looks. Okay, GC, something like this will be more good, and RZ rotation somewhere here. Yeah, I think it's good. And bring this timeline. Now press K on your keyboard and apply the keyframe, which is location, rotation, and scale, and go to frame 90 somewhere here. Okay, let me adjust this, and GC something like this will be good, and rotate it a bit like this. Press K on your keyboard and location, rotation, save. Now let's see how it looks. Okay, yeah, I think it's good, but I'm going to select this keyframe and go to frame 60. I think it's little too slow. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's good now. Select these keyframes and right click and make it linear. Yeah, I think it's good for now. And then select this camera and this circle, shift D for duplicate, and rotate this one, GC, place it here, and select this circle, press A on your keyboard and delete these keyframes by pressing X, and go to frame 61 will be good, and select this camera then and bind camera to markers. I think we have to select this camera too and go to frame 1, then press on marker and bind camera to markers. So now we don't have to change camera. Blender will automatically change camera according to our timeline. So go to frame 120 and start from 61, something like this. Let's select this circle and RZ rotation. I think now we have to show this side of our watch. So I'm going to select this circle and scale it a bit like this, and GC, move on Z-axis, something like this will be good, and rotate it a bit according to your need, but I think it's good according to my reference. And also you guys can adjust the dimension of your camera according to your requirement or according to your project, but I think it's good if I go according to this dimension which I already created. So select this circle and press K on your keyboard, apply keyframe again, then go to frame 120 and GC, something like this will be good. And I think we have to rotate it a bit like this. Press K on your keyboard, and yeah, I think it's good. Let's see how it looks now. Yeah, I think it's good, and press all of keyframes and make it linear. Yeah, I think it's good, but of course you guys have to adjust it according to your need, but I think it's good for me. And select this camera and this circle and shift T for duplicate and GC, place it here, then select this circle and delete these keyframes, then go to frame 121, and yeah, I think it's good. And GC, then select this camera, select this marker and bind camera to markers. Now I think we have to start from 121 and then end it on 150, or I think we have to go for 180. Let me see how we have to animate now. So we have to animate our circle from up to down. So let's select this circle or set, and you guys have to change one thing according to your scene and according to your animation. So for the first animation, we were focusing on this button, this wheel, and for the second one, I am going to remove this from our tracked object, and I'm gonna select this button, or I think I'm going to select this whole watch. So let's see how it looks now. I think it's good. And for the third animation, we are going to select this front screen. So let's remove this, and then I'm gonna select this one. Let's go to frame 121, and I'm going to scale it a bit like this, and GC, place it somewhere here. And I think it's not that good, but I was expecting. Let me see how we have to animate. Select this circle, scale it a bit, something like this will be work, I think. Press K on your keyboard and apply the keyframe. Then go to frame 180, GC, something like this, and rotate it a bit, and let's scale it a bit, something like this will be work. Okay. Press K on your keyboard and apply location rotation scale keyframe. Let's see how it looks now. Yeah, I think it's good, but we have to make it linear. So right click and make it linear. And yeah, that's good. Okay. So now I think we have to select this camera and this circle, Shift D for duplicate, and GC or scale it a bit. And now I'm going to select this circle and press A and X and delete keyframes. Now we have to start from 181 and go to, I think, 240 will be good. So let's see how we have to animate now. Now we have to animate our camera or circle from left to right side of this watch. So let me select this camera and go to marker, bind camera to markers. Select this camera and scale it a bit, something like this, GC, and rotate it. Yeah, I think it's good. Let's see. Okay. Rotate somewhere here. Press K on your keyboard and then go to frame 240. Let's rotate this bad boy, and we have to move it down a bit or scale it a bit, something like this. Press K on your keyboard and select all of these keyframes, right click and make it linear. Okay. Yeah, I think it's good, but again, according to your need, you guys have to adjust it. Now I'm going to go for the final and last animation of this tutorial. Now we have to off these overlays, then select this watch. I'm going to duplicate this watch, Shift T for duplicate, and place it on x-axis, something like this, then Shift T and place it on x-axis, something like this will be work. Now if you guys notice, we have two different kind of animation. We have this camera animation which is going backward, and then we have this watch animation. So we don't have to duplicate circle and camera for this animation. We're gonna simply use the last one. So let's select this circle and go to frame 241 and start from 241. Let's go to frame, I think 300 will be more good. Now go to frame 300 and let's scale this circle a bit like this will be more good, and rotate it a bit, something like this. Press K on your keyboard and location rotation scale. Press 1 and make it linear, something like this will be good, I think. Let's animate these watches. Also, you guys can rotate these watches according to reference. So let me show you how we have to animate these watches. So first, select this one and go to frame 240. Press N on your keyboard and go to item section and select this Y1 or X1. Yeah, I think it's good. Now select this and move it further, something like this, and I think it's good. Press K on your keyboard and now go to frame, I think 300, and let's move it somewhere here and press K on your keyboard and location rotation scale. Now go to frame 241 and select this watch. Okay, so I'm going to put accurate distance so we don't have a laggy animation. So select this watch again and remember the numbers 2.8579. So it's in minus. So for that we have to put 2.579. I think that's the number 2.8579. Okay. So Control C and 2.8579. Yeah, I think it's good. Okay, and press K on your keyboard and go to frame 300. Now again select this watch and remember the numbers 1 point minus 1.3779. So select this one 1.3779. Okay, then press K on your keyboard and location, rotation, scale, and make them a linear. Select this one too, make it linear, and let's see how it looks now. Yeah, I think it's good, but I think we have to select this circle and go to frame 300 and scale it a bit more. Something like this. Press K on your keyboard and it will look good, I think. Okay, that's good. But I think we have to select this watch and GX, make it a gap and rotate it a bit according to our reference. Press K on your keyboard and yeah, I think it will look good now. Yeah, I think it's good. Okay, select this one too and go to frame 241 or Z, make it a bit rotation. Press K on your keyboard and apply a keyframe and it will look good now. Yeah, I think it's good. Now select this watch and go to frame 300 and GX, something like this, make it a gap and rotate it a bit like this and press K on your keyboard and apply location, rotation, scale keyframe. Yeah, I think it's good, but we have a gap here. I think for this last animation, we have to change the track object. So I'm going to add a empty and cube, scale it a bit, something like this, and then select this camera and move this target object to this empty. And I think we have to move it on x-axis, something like this will be good. Okay, let's see now how it looks. Yeah, pretty good. It's up to you if you guys want to add a stable frame, but I think I have to move to lighting. But first I'm going to see how our animation looks. So let's go to frame 1. So you guys have to delete or hide these watches for your first animation or like your first 4 animation, so it will look good. Let's move to the lighting. We're gonna do 3 set of lighting. I already have these lights, but we're gonna change it according to our reference and according to our need. So I'm going to open this render view and you guys have to change the render settings according to your project, and don't forget to change it to cycles and enable GPU if you have one, and denoise open, and max samples of viewport will be 50. I think it's good. And render one 100. It's up to you. If you have a powerful GPU, you can go with 200 or 500 max. And don't forget to change this color management from I think AGX to filmic. Let's select these lights. Okay, so this one is our main light and the other two are back and fill light. So select this one. I think we have to go for default setting, Alt R and Alt G, and let me select this one. Yeah, RX 90-degree rotation will be good, and GY, something like this will be good. And I think for this first animation I'm going to disable this side one light, and we only gonna focus these 2 lights. So GX and make it closer, and the power of this fill light is 20 and the main light is, I think I'm gonna go with 50, and GY, yeah, I think it's good. And I think I'm going to rotate it according to my watch and place it somewhere here, something like this. So I'm going to get a shadow. Okay, yeah, I think it's good, but we have to get a full shadow. So I'm going to select this light and place it somewhere here. Okay, I think we have to change our main light So I'm going to add another light. So I'm gonna shift D for duplicate and Alt R and Alt G and place it somewhere here. And now this one is going to our main light. The power of this light will be 20. So we get soft shadows. So let's see how it looks now from start. So I think for the time being we have to delete this one or hide this one because it's intersecting our light. Okay, let me off this overlays and this one and move it to something here. We have to move it to another collection, create a new collection and hide this collection one. So you guys can achieve this light setting by putting some efforts and time into it. Okay, let's move this light on x-axis somewhere here. I think will look good, and move it on a y-axis something like this, and go to frame 1 and let's see how it looks now. Yeah, I think it's good, but again we have to work on it to get soft shadow and scale it a bit. Okay, let's see how it looks and move it on x-axis. Yeah, I think it's good now. Okay, so you guys can get this shadow according to your reference. And for the second animation, press 7 on your keyboard for upper view and rotate it on z-axis and place it somewhere here so we can get light, and power will be 20. I think it's good, and scale it down a bit to get some hard light. Okay, yeah, I think it's good, but again now we have to get a front light. So select this light again, shift D for duplicate and press 3 for side view and rotate it a bit and place it somewhere here. I think somewhere here will be more good, and let's see how it looks now. So let me see how we have to get a shadow. For the second one, the shadow is going from lower side to upper side, so I think we have to work on the light. So I think it's good. Let's select this light and place it somewhere here. You can decrease the power to 20 to get a soft shadow. Yeah, I think that's it, and you guys can scale it down according to your need. If you guys want a large shadow or small shadow, it's up to you. And now let's go to third animation and let me see how we want light to be. Okay, so shadow is coming from upside. For this animation, I think we have to work on this light again. I'm going to select this one and GY, place it somewhere here, and let's see how it looks now. Yeah, I think it's good. Again, it's up to you if you guys want soft or hard shadow. And let's see how we have to light for our next animation. So it's pretty simple. I think we don't have to do anything much, but I'm going to, I think it's good. We have a nice shadow on our watch, but again this animation is not looking so good because we changed the setting for our last animation. So you guys can keep the settings and duplicate these watches first and then animate them separately. So for the last part, I think I have to open this collection. Also, you guys can change the color of this strap like I did in my animation, so it will look good. So yeah, that's it for today's tutorial. I hope you guys gonna love it and found it helpful. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.